The Dow is up, and your Tuesday pick on this edition of Arbitrage State of the Bands Daily, starting right now. Good morning, traders. Here's your Arbitrage State of the Bands Daily for Tuesday, November 5th, 2019. I'm Joshua Stark. The Dow Jones Industrial Average returned to a record on Monday, joining other market gauges at all-time highs as the stock market's rally carried into a fifth week. Oil producers, banks, and other stocks that do well when the economy is strengthening again led the way. It's a notable shift in leadership following months of struggles for what Wall Street calls cyclical stocks, which lagged due to worries about trade wars and the slowing global economy. Behind the resurgence for cyclicals are rising hopes that the United States and China are making progress in negotiations. Up next, more news and your pick of the day.
We're all doing a lot. A lot of swiping, streaming, scrolling, double tapping, and social media stalking. A whole lot of nothing. You're probably scrolling right now. While we think a certain red heart is giving us life, we're neglecting the one that actually does. So let's take a stand against sitting. Let's care more about strolling than scrolling. Let's take charge of our health. Let's make moves together, starting now. Now.
The German government is supercharging subsidies for electric cars on the day the country's biggest automaker began production of an all-electric vehicle. Chancellor Angela Merkel's office said officials and industry representatives agreed late Monday to increase by half the existing government's incentives for electric vehicles with a list price of 40,000 euros. German news agency DPA reported that half the subsidy, in future amounting to 6,000 euros, will be borne by industry. Your Tuesday pick engages in cell therapy development. It develops placenta-based cell therapy product candidates for the treatment of multiple ischemic, inflammatory, and hematologic conditions. Pluristem Therapeutics, symbol PSTI, starts today at $3.29 a share. Don't forget to tell your friends to search Arbitrage Trade State of the Bands wherever they pick up their podcasts.
If getting the most out of your investment is important to you, then beware of cheap entertainment when planning your next party. Omega Sound and Entertainment is a Hall of Fame mobile DJ company that travels the country, specializing in once-in-a-lifetime events from weddings and private parties to corporate events and more. For your once-in-a-lifetime event, invest wisely. Invest where the search for premier entertainment ends. Omega Sound and Entertainment. Online at OmegaSoundDJs.com or Omega Sound DJs on Instagram.
Arbitrage Trade Analytics, LLC, is a privately held market research company. Arbitrage Trade Analytics, LLC, is solely responsible for the preparation and distribution of the content of this podcast. The opinions offered in this podcast are for informational purposes only and are not intended to be investment advice. Seek a duly licensed professional for investment advice. For more information about the informational research and services offered by Arbitrage Trade Analytics, LLC, please visit arbitragetrade.com.